Hello and welcome to NLTV. This is Rovinho Lama and you're watching News Now. Boxer Lovlina Borgohain ensures India's second medals in Tokyo Olympics defeat Cheng Niching of Chinese Taipei in the quarterfinals of women's welterweight to storm into the semi-finals. Following cloudbursts and landslide triggered by heavy rainfall, as many as 221 tourists are still stranded in Himachal Pradesh, Lahore Spiti. Assam government tightens vigil on vehicles entering from Mizoram in order to check trafficking of illicit drugs, issues travel advisory for Mizoram. Central Board of Secondary Education Class 12 results to be announced today. Board of Secondary Education Assam declares result for HSLC and High Madrasa examination. Sri Lanka beat India by 7th wicket in the final T20 International, wins 3-match series by 2-1. Wanindu Hasaranga wreaked havoc by scalping 4 for 9. Now news in details. Lovlina Borgohain today created history as she assured India of its second medal in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. Borgohain defeated former world champion Cheng Niching of Chinese Taipei in the quarterfinal of women's welterweight to storm into the semi-finals. It was a split decision win for Lovlina, but it was amply clear after the last round that she had prevailed over her opponent. After Lovlina wins, Olympic medalist Vijender Singh and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma congratulated her on their social media handles. Lovlina is only the third Indian boxer after Mary Kom and Vijender Singh to win a boxing medal for India at the Olympics. Meanwhile, ace in the archer Deepika Kumari campaign at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics ended on Friday after losing to South Korea Ensan. Acting on a tip-off, a joint team of Assam Rifle and Nagaland Police on Thursday apprehended the 4 militants belonging to the Nikisumi factor of NSC and K in Nagaland Phak district. The official also seized a 9mm pistol with 9 cartridges, 64 extortion slip and 3 mobile phones. The arrested people and the seized item have been handed over to Futsirop police station for further investigation. Amid the ongoing interstate border road, the Assam government issued notification stating that all vehicles entering the state from Mizoram will be checked in order to check the trafficking of illicit drugs. Assam government also claimed that 912 cases have been registered and 1,560 persons arrested within a span of 2 months. It added that huge quantities of illicit drugs were also confiscated, taking to Twitter. As senior Assam police official GP Singh asserted, the government was continuing its offensive against drugs cartels operating from Mizoram and beyond. The decision comes day after 6 police personnel of Assam Police and a civilian were killed in an unprecedented gunfight between the Assam and Mizoram police forces. Multiple landslides wreak havoc in Sikkim. At least 6 people have been reported missing from Mamkokla in South Sikkim after overnight torrential rain occurred on Thursday. The NH10 has been closed and cut off both on the West Bengal and Sikkim side after the landslide between Rangpo and Meli. The commuters are advised to avoid the stretch till further notice. However, the landslide at 29th mile got clear and is open for traffic. The alternative road from Mamring to Meli to be used till landslides are clear. Following cloudbursts and landslide triggered by heavy rainfall, as many as 221 tourists are still stranded in Himachal Pradesh, Lahore Spiti. Out of the total, 199 are local tourists from Himachal Pradesh and 30 others are from Punjab, Haryana, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Delhi and Orissa. The district administration said that all have been moved to safe places and reportedly the people will be transported from Udaipur to Sisu helipad in Lahore by helicopter on a priority basis, and then they will be transported to Manali via Atal Tunnel. Deputy Commissioner Niraj Kumar earlier sought helicopter support from the Himachal Pradesh government for the evacuation. A district spokesperson said shorties with a state government helicopter have also been planned due to the weather condition. The central government on Thursday announced that 27% of the All India quota admission for medical and dental courses will be reserved for other backward classes starting this academic year. An additional 10% will be reserved for the economical weaker section (EWS). The reservation will be implemented in all undergraduate and postgraduate medical and dental courses. According to the center, the decision will benefit nearly 1,500 OBC students seeking to join MBBS courses and 2,500 backward category students in postgraduate courses. It will also benefit around 550 economical weaker section students in MBBS and around 1,000 economical weaker section students in postgraduate courses. The decision comes after Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 26 July directed the Union Minister concerned to decide on these issues. A 33-year-old nurse from Zunuboto, Nagaland, Inaholi Asumi, has made her debut as an author with the release of her book, Akupu, The Bridge, a Flower and Collection of 45 Poems. The book was launched by Joshua Sumi, former Deputy Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, in the presence of the author families and friends. During the release of the book, Inaholi said, Akupu, in Sumi dialect, is used in address both a bridge and a flower. As she made her debut, Asumi humbly said that the occasion is a remarkable feat for her, as she marks a beginning into writing. The book's Akupu has been published by Petril Publication House. The Central Board of Secondary Education Class 12 result will be announced today at 2 p.m. The result will be available on the board official website, that is cbseresults.nic.in. Apart from the official website, digilocker.government.in and the DigiLocker app will also host the results. CBSE pass certificates, mark sheets and migration certificate will also be available on the DigiLocker platform. Notably, the board will issue hard copies of migration certificate only on request. Otherwise, students can download it from DigiLocker. Meanwhile, Assam Education Board (SEBA) declared a result for the High School Living Certificate and High Madrasa Examination 2021 today at 11 a.m. Students can check result through the website sebaonline.org and result.assam.nic. India has reported 44,230 fresh COVID-19 cases and 555 died in the last 24 hours. India's recovery rate now stands at 97.38%. A total of 42,360 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which bring the total recoveries to 3,7,43,972 across the country, with 4,05,155 active cases. Sri Lanka defeated India by 7 wickets in the final T20 International to win the 3-match series 2-1. India leg spinner Rahul Chahar was the only wicket taker for the visitor as he returned with 3 wickets to his credit. Earlier, Team India suffered a horrendous batting collapse as they were restricted to 81 for 8. Their third lowest T20 International total in the final T20 International against Sri Lanka. The visitor opted to bat first but failed to set a challenging target as the Lankans bowler wreaked havoc. Wanindu Harasanga returned figures of 4 for 9 while captain Dashun Sanaka scalped 2 wickets. Kuldeep Yadav top scorer with 23 not out. The Supreme Court today is set to hear a petition filed by former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh seeking protection from any coercive action in the money laundering cases registered against him by the Enforcement Directorate. Deshmukh, accused of money laundering, is being probed by the ED for alleged extortion from a bunch of orchestra bars. According to the allegation, an amount of rupees 4.7 crore collected as extortion from the orchestra bars by dismissed Mumbai Police Officer Sachin was allegedly on Deshmukh's instruction. Apex Court bench headed by Justice M. Khanwilkar adjourned the matters earlier this week, instructed Deshmukh legal counsel to provide a copy of the plea to the ED and the state government of Maharashtra. A raged wildfire across a swath of southern Turkey over the past 2 days has killed at least 4 people, injured dozens more, and forced residents and tourists to evacuate village, town, and some of the country's most popular resort areas. The Turkish authorities say that they battled nearly 60 fires across 17 provinces as temperature soared and strong winds stroked the flames. Reportedly, hundreds of rescue workers are still struggling to contain at least 20 fires using planes, dozens of helicopters, and drones.